Good morning. My name is Manel Riera, and I'm one of the bariatric consultants working for Healthier Weight. I qualified in Barcelona in 1994, so that's 25 years ago, and I came to the United Kingdom in 1997, and I've been working as a surgeon since. First, I did my training in the Southwest, did my research in Liverpool, and my specialist training in East Anglia in Cambridge. And then I started working as a consultant in Shrewsbury in 2012. I always enjoyed weight loss surgery because it's a new and very fascinating area. Obesity, as we know, has become an epidemic over the past 2 decades. Obesity has grown very significantly. It was a very poorly looked after area within surgery. There were very few bariatric surgeons about 15 years ago. And I was lucky enough to train with Professor Kerrigan over at Liverpool, who is the current president of the British Society of Obesity, BOMS. And that's where my passion for bariatric surgery started. So at the moment, I work across 4 different hospitals. Over in Shropshire, I work at the Royal Shrewsbury Hospital and the Princess Royal Hospital at Telford. These are both NHS trusts. And there is where myself and a colleague of mine, we set up the bariatric services a number of years ago. Those services are now running very efficiently, and they provide obesity surgery to a very large number of patients. I also work at the Nuffield Hospital in Shrewsbury, which I joined in 2012, and the Nuffield Hospital in Wolverhampton. And in both hospitals, we provide a full array of bariatric procedures, including gastric balloons, gastric bands, gastric sleeve, and gastric bypass. The Nuffield Hospital at Wolverhampton is a very fascinating unit. Surgeons from numerous hospitals in the West Midlands come and provide private services in there, not only bariatric surgery, but many other specialties. It's a very engaged unit. They're very keen to do a lot of specialist work, and is, generally speaking, a very rewarding place to be. I've only, in fact, worked in that unit for 3 years, but from the initial moment, I always felt the unit was very engaged and very keen to achieve. It is a very interesting place. You may be aware that obesity in the West Midlands is amongst the highest in the country. 1 every 3 patients is obese in the West Midlands, and Wolverhampton is no exception. It's very largely populated, and many people suffer with obesity and the metabolic syndrome. So it is indeed a very attractive place to work with bariatrics and to conduct research. We do have a very large variety of patients, and in fact the hospitals aren't too far apart, and therefore sometimes we do see patients who may choose one or the other hospital depending on availability of appointments. However, one could say that patients from Shrewsbury typically come from Shropshire and also from across from Wales. And we had some patients from the northwest coming down to Shrewsbury as well. In Wolverhampton, we do again have some patients from Shropshire, and then a large amount of patients come here locally from Wolverhampton, and some people also from Staffordshire and from Birmingham. It's not that long ago where we all looked at obesity as a stigmatized condition. It was looked upon with great prejudice, and that also applies to the NHS. We have moved on a long way. We now recognize that obesity is a disease. The metabolic syndrome or those conditions that are associated with obesity can make patients very ill and shorten the lifespan. Bariatric surgery provides a means to achieve long-term maintained weight loss, but it is not a quick fix. Patients who wish to undergo bariatric surgery need to understand very well the engagement and commitment to lifestyle changes that must follow along with the surgery in order to succeed. Those who are able to engage into that journey will achieve very good results and will benefit from an improvement in many of the medical conditions that may suffer, such as diabetes, hypertension, sleep apnea, etc. I've always enjoyed surgery passionately. I love working with other members of staff, and I truly enjoy caring for my patients. And bariatric surgery is particularly interesting because patients who come under our care and go through the very long and often challenging journey that they endure, the final outcome is always very positive, and patients are very pleased with the final results.